Hi, thanks for taking the time to watch my video. I am very quickly going to explain the short sale process. I've been showing a lot of property lately in the last few months, and I get the question, what exactly is a short sale? People just don't understand what it is. So I'm going to very quickly explain it to you, so hopefully you just kind of grasp the concept, and now you'll know exactly what you're dealing with when you hear short sale. I owe on my house about $398,000. Let's round it to $400,000. So I owe Bank of America right now $400,000. A lot of people aren't affording their payments nowadays, and they're falling behind, and their only option is to short sale because they can't afford the payments any longer. And then a lot of people, like in my case, I'm making real high payments, but I can afford it, and so I'm just going to stay here because I don't want to ruin my credit and all the bad things that come along with the short sale. But so in my neighborhood, houses are selling for $375 across the street. There's another one up the street that's selling for $340. I'm a little disappointed in that one. Hopefully it sells for close to $400,000, but it's probably going to sell for about $350. So say I could no longer afford my house, and I call in a real estate agent. I'm one myself, but say I call in another one, and they say, well, we can sell it for $350. Let's put it on the market, and we'll see what happens. A lot of time you see listings that say lender approval required on the bank from the bank. So let's say we get an offer after a few days for $360,000. We get an offer for $360,000. That's still a negative $40,000. All that a short sale is the real estate agent, whoever's negotiating for you, going to your bank, in my case Bank of America, and saying, Ray's in a lot of trouble, can't afford his house anymore. We have an offer for $360,000. Will you take it? And take the loss of $40,000. That's exactly what a short sale is. Also, then you have REOs. What's an REO? Real estate owned. That means a lot of the time people don't do the short sale. They just fall behind on their payments, and then eventually they lose their house. Then it goes to the bank, goes to auction. Most of the time they owe more on it than what it will auction off for, so then the bank owns it. Then it's real estate owned. That's when you see the listings on Redfin and Zip Realty, all those that are real estate owned. That's now the bank owns it. It's on their books, and they make the decision what's going to happen with it. So in that case, that is where you could find better deals. I don't like short sales. It's a long process, especially if lender approval is still required, because that means the bank doesn't even know you're doing this yet. That means the real estate agent at this point has to go now to the bank and negotiate and say, will you take $360? Will you take $370? A lot of the time, they'll come back and say, well, we want $370 or we want $380. There's a lot of negotiating, and it could take a very long time. Depends on if you have a good agent or not and how all that will work itself out. But in a nutshell, that's kind of just a quick overview of what a short sale is and an REO. And then, actually, one last thing. A lot of people don't understand what equity is, and I don't know if it's just me. I grew up doing this, so I've always understood it. Equity is just pretty much the same concept. In this situation, you don't have equity. You are at negative $40,000. If it was turned around, if your house is $400,000, and say we could sell your house for $460,000, that means you got $60,000 worth of equity plus $60,000 in equity on your house. That's just a quick little tip on what equity is. So anyways, keep looking back. I'm always going to be posting different videos just to kind of help you through what we're dealing with in today's markets. Thanks.